Hey guys, I'm Aaron. This is Drogo right here. Wanted to make a quick video to show you guys my game room. I've been, gaming since I was a little kid, and a lot of the games in my collection are games from when I was a kid, and also, now. So, Drogo obviously wants to go in because it's one of his favorite spots as well. Let's go ahead and take a look. Alright, so that's Drogo's chair, that's where he sits while I play my games. I'll give you a brief overview here. So it shouldn't be hard to tell what my favorite shows and movies and series are. Sorry it's a little bit dark. All my games and back around. So I'll start with my consoles. So as you can see, I got my 32-inch right there. I have everything hooked up to this little AV thing, and if you look you can see the names of each individual console, so whatever I feel like playing, just one click away. So we'll start here. I know it's a little dark, but there is my Sega Saturn, my American Sega Saturn, with the wireless controller and also the cartridge back there, so I can play imports. There's my Wii U, and back again to the AV splitter. We'll come down here, you can see I got my Xbox One on there. It's time to update, because there was an update today. Got my 2600, and I have my original Xbox with the little wireless adapter. And I have some kind of weird VTech V-Flash game. I found it at a Goodwill for like $6, so I figured I'd grab it. I have my Ouya there, as well as my PSTV. Back up, Drogs. Alright, and then I have my original... No, buddy. Sorry. Then I have my PS3 there. It's backwards compatible. It's the one I bought on launch day. So I can play my PS2, PS1 games, and PS3, Blu-rays. Definitely enjoy that system. Over here, I got the Game Wave, which is great for those trivia games. Really enjoy that. Shh, Drogo. Also my Dreamcast with the adapter so that I can play. Oops. So that I can play with a wireless PS2 controller. Then I got my Retron 5. That game's great, or that system is great. I really enjoy that. And I have my Neo Geo X Gold. Down here I have my Xbox One. Trying to get this out of the way so you can see everything better. Then I got my GameCube. I have my Jungle Green N64, American version. Also have my PS2, and down here I have my PS4, my Star Wars Xbox 360, complete with the HD DVD player. So definitely enjoy that as well. So let's take a look over here. This is one of my favorite parts of my collection, and this is my Japanese setup. So I have 8 systems hooked up to this little TV. As you can see, I have my Wii on. So I have my Japanese N64 right there, as well as, no, it's dark, so I apologize, my PS2. There's my Wii, my 360, my Dreamcast, and my Sega Saturn. And then I have my Spice Orange GameCube and the Super Famicom. Same kind of setup, it's all hooked up to that little AV splitter there. And then I have my Amiibo kind of collection. Clearly don't have a ton of those, but I thought it was pretty cool, so something I wanted to have. Now, I neglected to mention earlier, I have all my systems hooked up to one of these little things here, so I can just kind of flip the switch and it'll turn it off. Makes it a lot easier. So let's go back and take a look at the main game collection, so I'll just do a quick scan here. I have maybe about 1,100 games total, so I have all of this. and then I have some over here. So we'll start here. Let me see if I can turn a light on, so it'll be a little easier. Alright, there we go. That's better. Alright, so start with the PS4. I do have custom PS4 controllers, actually for most systems. I designed them myself. Got them sent by Controller Chaos. Expensive, but great. I enjoy it. It's got my name on there. So I probably have about 103, 104 PS4 games. The newest to my edition, or my collection, is this Breach and Clear Deadline from Limited Run Games. Just got it in the mail yesterday. I haven't opened it, as you can see. Let's do a quick scan here. You can see what I have. Call of Duty Ghosts, one of the worst Call of Duties of all time. They are all alphabetical order. Oops. Start here again. Minecraft, played that a lot. You'll see I also have a couple of Japanese titles, a couple of titles from the UK, Zombie Army Trilogy, Song of the Deep, which I also have for the Xbox One. I'll show you that shortly, and a few more Japanese titles. So that's my PS4 collection. Alright, now moving on to the Xbox One. Probably have close to 100 here as well. This is my my custom Xbox One controller. Also really like it. You can see my name on there. Alright, so also alphabetical order. Everything's alphabetical order. 7 Days to Die, played a lot of that. Definitely enjoyed it. If you like that survival horror stuff, that game it's up there. Not really horror, but zombies. I know it's also hard to see here. Big Halo fan. Love those. Some cool stuff here. Lichdom, the game was terrible. Resident Evil. I actually really enjoyed Rise. I know a lot of people didn't really, but that was one of my first games for this console, and I thought it was amazing, graphic-wise, and you know, I love anything ancient Rome. So I thought that was cool. And then I got my collector's edition of Song of the Deep for the Xbox One. Haven't opened it. I don't think I'm going to. I think if I do play it, it's going to be the one for the PS4, which I have right there. Alright, so let's move along to the GameCube. A lot of these are from when I was a kid. You can see I do have a Wavebird though. Also used these two wireless controllers when I was younger. Keep it down, Drogo. So we'll start there. A lot of cool stuff on this system. Really love this system a lot. Mario Kart, Double Dash, one of the best. Metroid Prime is also a great game. I loved Red Faction as a kid. My brother and I used to play that all the time. That bottom one down there is Shadow the Hedgehog. I know you can't see it. And all my Star Wars ones. Rogue Leader, Rebel Strike. Big Star Wars fan, as you can tell. Alright, my last couple over here. And then my few Japanese titles. Wave Race, Disney Magical Park. Nothing too crazy there. Then we'll move on to the PS3. Got a couple controllers. This is the one my brother has to play when he comes over. He gets everything that's pink. A lot of great games for this system as well. As you can see, there's Call of Duty Ghosts again. I don't know why, but I own that game on 3 systems. What a waste. And 2 God of Wars. Infamous, also a great series. Killzone. If you like FPSs, Killzone's up there. Sorry, I'm so shaky here. Resistance, a great series. Resistance 1 was the first game. The Fallen Man was the one that I got on launch day. Really enjoyed that when it came out. A few more over here. Alright, now I gotta get all the way down here. We'll check out my PS1. Nothing really great over here. Mostly stuff from when I was a kid, or things I find at a Goodwill. So we got Crash Team Racing, great game. I'm sure you can hear Drogo crying because he wants to play. Dark Forces is a great game. Reminded me a lot of Doom. Really enjoyed that. And we'll go to my original Xbox. My brother and I were just playing Celebrity Deathmatch. A lot of fun, very cheesy, but a good time. You get my, I know it's hard to see, but the Steelbook Halo. Drogo, no! Sorry. More Star Wars stuff, both the original Battlefronts, Knights of the Old Republic. By far one of my favorite games of all time. I have played that more times than I can count. I'll continue to play it. And then I got my wireless controller down here. Stand back up. And we'll start with my 360 collection. Also have my custom controller from Controller Chaos right here. Move that out of the way. Now this is definitely the system that I have spent the most time on. As you can tell, it's my biggest collection. Not the funnest, system to collect for, but a lot of great titles. Dark Souls 2 Collector's Edition. Dead Rising. I actually really like Defiance 2. I know a lot of people didn't like that, but I played a lot of that game when it first came out. And also, I know you can't see it down here, Diablo 3, great game. I used to skip school in high school, I shouldn't say this, and have my friends come over, and we used to play Fight Night Round 3 constantly. Gears of War series. Also a bunch of Japanese titles. Don't really have a better place for them yet. And you'll see I have my Sonic Screwdriver TV remote, and also my Sonic pen. This is 10s, 11s. Then I have my Halo 4 edition controller. I use this for my Japanese games. I have that hooked up to the Japanese system. Move this out of the way. You see I have my Star Wars C-3PO controller as well. Take a look here. Move the Dalek out of the way. All my Halo games. Don't have Halo Wars. Never could really get into that. I used to love Left 4 Dead. Both of those. Spent a lot of time on those games with my brother growing up. And Mass Effect series, I mean, this is another one that I can constantly, replay. I probably play that once, twice a year. Love it, because it's different every time. Rocksmith is cool. Move my Super Bowl turf out of the way. I'm a Giants fan, so you'll see some Giants stuff in here as well. A lot of these games are pretty good. Nothing real interesting in there. That's where I keep my Xbox Live, PS Plus game cards, or if I have any trials or anything like that. Alright, now we'll move down here. This is my Wii and Wii U collection. Don't have a ton of stuff for the Wii, but the stuff that or the Wii U, but the stuff that I do have is pretty good. Let's see. Donkey Kong Tropical Freeze. Very hard game, very frustrating, but a lot of fun. Definitely reminds me of the original Donkey Kong countries that I played on SNES as a kid. We got Kirby and the Rainbow Curse, another great game. Mario Kart 8, spent a lot of time on that. Of course, I had to have Mass Effect 3. The new Super Luigi U with the green case. That one's getting a little more rare these days. Nothing too interesting up there. Watch out, Drogo. This dog has to be in the middle of everything. You see up there, Star Fox Guard. Haven't tried that yet. Looking forward to it though. Super Mario 3D World, Super Mario Maker, great game. Definitely enjoy that as well. Super Smash Brothers, a lot of fun, and Walking Dead and Zombie U. Those are pretty interesting titles. I love zombies, as you can tell. Nothing too crazy on this system. Probably the rarest and most interesting thing I have is this here. It's hard to do with one hand here. But this is Metroid Prime Trilogy for the Wii and the Steelbook. Definitely one of the rarest games on the system. Picked it up at GameStop not too long ago. Found it in the bargain bin. Definitely it's something that I'm happy to have in my collection. Absolutely. So let's see what we got over here. Again, nothing too crazy. A couple of Star Wars games. Super Mario Brothers Wii. Some Tony Hawk games. Then I got Twilight Princess. Nothing crazy. Alright, now let's go start with my PS2 collection here. Now this is the game that I played the most as, or the system I played the most as a kid. Definitely a great system. Nightfire, I was playing that yesterday with my dad actually. We used to play that a lot. Freedom Fighters is another great game. I've beat that multiple times. No, some of them are going to be hard to see because it's dark. Guitar Hero, played that a lot. Simpsons Hit and Run, by far the best Simpsons game. Also the only one in my collection. And I got all the Kingdom Hearts there. Love those. Some more Star Wars games, Star Wars Lego, Madden. Nothing great over here. Then I have some more of my Japanese titles. Don't really know what they are, but they're fun. Down here, I know this is going to be hard to see, so I apologize in advance yet again. Back there, I have my VTech collection that I got at the Goodwill. Nothing crazy, SpongeBob stuff. I might have played that system once or twice. I do have these. Now these are from the collector's editions in my PS4, but I had nowhere else to put them. Final Fantasy XX2, and then I also have, I don't really know how to say this, so I'm not going to bother, but I got this as well. I haven't played that game yet, but do have it up there. Then I have my Game Wave collection. I'm only missing one or two games for a complete system collection. And then I have the rest of my PS2 games over here. So Splashdown's one I played a lot. All of these Star Wars ones. Super Bombad Racing. That's going to bother me if I don't fix that. There we go. Star Wars Starfighter, great game. More Tony Hawk. Watch out, Drogo. Alright, now I can stand up so he won't be climbing all over me. Alright, now I gotta stand in this chair to get over here. Watch out, Drogs. Alright, this is one of the more interesting areas of my collection. So, these are my boxed NES games. Also have some boxed Super Nintendo, some boxed Game Boy. I'll show you. So I have The Adventures of Link in here, if I can move this stuff out of the way. Complete in the box, Adventures of Link. Captain Skyhawk. Just a baseball game, shootout range. Then I have my three, I can't really get to them. Okay, there we go. My 3 Super Mario Brothers, complete in the box. I got these great little protective cases for them. Loved those games as a kid. Still do. And I got Kirby's Adventure complete in the box. Apologize for Drogo. There he is. Then I got Indiana Jones for the SNES. I got Jurassic Park Part 2. And Tin Star, which is backwards. Oops. I'll fix that later. Then I got Pocket Monster Stadium, the only Japanese game I have for the N64 at the moment. We had it here, Pokemon Stadium. Then I have Madden 94 on the SNES, and you know, one of the single best FPSs of all time. Complete in the box. GoldenEye 007. Can't tell you how many hours I sunk into that game. Get that back up here. Nothing too crazy there either. This was my copy as a kid, so I keep it in there. Also have Donkey Kong Land 3 complete in the box, and Sonic 2 complete in the box for Game Gear. So then down here, also going to be difficult to see, but I have all 3 of the Super Star Wars, Super Empire Strikes Back, and Super Return of the Jedi. Then I have some of my, that's for SNES. Then I have some of my Super Famicom games. I have some more on the way. So if you want a follow-up video with those. Coolest game that I have in this for this system is Super Mario Kart. I enjoy this one. This is the one I play the most. I also have these cool protective cases for them. I really don't do a ton of Drogo. I really don't do a ton of retro gaming. When I do, it's on the Retron 3. Again, I know it's going to be hard to see down here. Got Dragon Warrior, Castlevania 2, Simon's Quest. Then I have my open Super Mario 3, Super C, difficult game. Punch Out, some Turtles, and my Legend of Zelda. Then over here, in the back corner, I have my N64 games. My GoldenEye that's open, so I can play that. World Is Not Enough, Banjo-Kazooie, Donkey Kong 64, Glover, Jet Force Gemini is another great one. All 4 of the Star Wars games, and Turok. Now, I also have my Game Shark here. And he's making this very, very difficult on me. So I'm very shaky while I'm doing this. Now, on to Sega Saturn. This game system I did not have as a kid. So I got it probably about a year and a half ago, 2 years, maybe a little more. And I've kind of been working on it slowly. Got some pretty cool games for it. Give you a quick view. Nothing too crazy yet. Grid Runner, Heir of Zendor, Iron Man, Heavy Metal. Sorry, trying to read while I'm looking through this. Myst, everybody's got to have that. All the hockey games. I got Panzer Dragoon up here. Really cool game. Down here, PTO, Quake, Romance 4, Shell Shock, and I got Tomb Raider up there. And then I got some Japanese titles over in the corner, and also X-Men. And if you can't see it here, I also have Shinobi, probably one of the coolest titles I have for the Sega Saturn. Alright, so I can move Drogo out of the way here. Take a look at my handheld section. Over here is my PSP area. Nothing really great there. No, it's dark. My Vita area. Also just got this one from Limited Run Games. Probably the coolest one I have in my collection. Didn't open it yet, just came in yesterday like I said. Pop that back there. My 2DS case, which is right there. And then all my 2DS and 3DS games. Got some cool ones on this system. I'm gonna blast them through that for you real quick. My one Japanese game for my Japanese DS. I have some extra systems down here, things I can't really use or are broken. So I got two 360s, two Wii's which work perfect, a silver GameCube, and I also have a single video for my Video Now that I just got for $6 at a Goodwill. Pop that in there, and then also a couple of games for the Hyperscan. Pop those back in there. So that does it for the bulk of this area of my games. A lot of cool things there. Hope you guys enjoyed that. And I'll come over here. Let's check out my 2600 collection. So I have Jedi Arena, Empire Strikes Back, some really great games here. And of course, the one game every 2600 collector has to have, E.T. Terrible, terrible game. I have my single Japanese Dreamcast game here. And the rest of my, we'll start up here, the rest of my Dreamcast collection. Trying to get it to focus up. Come on. Hopefully you can read these. Got Soul Fighter, South Park Rally, Tomb Raider Chronicles, Disney World's Magical Racing Tour, Wild Metal. Some interesting things there. I'll slide down here, Drogo, and look at my Genesis collection. Now again, another system I did not have as a kid. Lots of my friends had it, so I do remember a lot of these games growing up. Altered Beast is a big one, Aladdin. Apologies for Drogo again. Echo the Dolphin. Gauntlet 4. Lion King, which I grew up playing on SNES at home. Still at my dad's house. Trying to see if, I know it's hard to see. And then the end of my collection down here, and my few Master System games with the Power Base Mini, so that I made a little custom case for it, so that I can play it on my Retron 5. That's made by Stone Age Gamer. Definitely worth the money to pick that up if you have a Retron 5. Then I just want to show you a couple of the things that I have in the room. Kind of interesting, collectibles. Up here, you'll see I have lots of Star Wars stuff, other action figures. So all of my in-the-box PS1, or not PS1, Episode 1 action figures. Some Pez dispensers, which were given to me by my friend Brad. few more of those. Cool. So, got my NES Advantage here. A couple little pops that came in those GameStop things. A hookah that's never been used, just kind of sitting there. Claptrap and Blackest Night Superman. Then up here, you'll see a lot of my Skylanders guys, a couple of Star Wars things, a couple of things knocked over, and me as a stormtrooper that I got in Disney World. Thought that was cool. Controller Chaos box here. Zombie stormtrooper. Pretty cool. My dad got me that. Then you got my NES Zapper, my Super Scope, my SNK joystick. I know it's hard for me to see on here. The box for my Neo Geo Gold. Then over here, some cool stuff. A lot of this stuff's going to be from Disney. Aside from Halo figure, a couple of those wristbands, the Magic Bands. I got that in Disney. I got this guy in Disney during Star Wars weekends. Salacious Crumb. Only 1983 were made of them. I have one. Then we got Alduin from Skyrim when I got the Legendary Edition. Stormtrooper helmet bank with a fez because fezzes are cool. Little R2-D2 mug that was given to me by my cousin Jamie, and Kylo Ren. That was gonna be for him, but I couldn't bring myself to let him destroy it. So got some more little Star Wars ships here, some posters, my stand-up TARDIS, complete with 12th Doctor action figure. Got some cool little statues here. Got Gollum from the Two Towers, and of course Link. Got some action figures here again, more Star Wars from the Cartoon Network series. Signatures from Star Wars Weekends that I got signed while I was down there. Destiny poster. This is really cool. I really like this. Took me a while to do this, but that's the complete set from the 1977 release of the action figures. That's all of them. Really happy with them. Not in great shape or anything, but I enjoy having them in here. Dave Prowse signature. The actor in the Vader suit. And then I got James Earl Jones that my brother got me for Christmas one year. Really like having both of those here. Big Vader fan. Just a big Star Wars fan in general. As you can tell, I have my Warwick Davis signature. I have another one around here I'll show you a little later on. Force Awakens poster. Then we'll move over here. Drogo, of course, destroyed this room while I'm doing this. You saw how nice and clean it was when I first started. I got my Infamous statue here, my TARDIS lamp, all of my remotes. I also have my Vader stand from Episode 3. Drogo, what are you doing? You know, it is 3D. I really enjoy that. That is the poster from Force Awakens. I got opening night in theaters. These are all the tickets from when I went to see it. I went 4 times, and that's my Galaxy Premiere ticket. Really happy to have that. I think that's really cool. Got my Mario Kart 8 poster. Definitely cool. Some pins from Disney World. My Star Wars 360 poster. And I got this another Star Wars weekend. Met Sam Witwer, Warwick Davis, who played Wicket. I can't really see it, but Tim Rose, who did Salacious Crumb and Admiral Akbar. Then I have a limited edition print of Force Awakens, a little Lego Star Wars thing from opening night, Force Awakens, a Haunted Mansion poster, big big Disney fan, and my Christmas tree hiding in the back. Moving over here, that's my stand for this video camera, a Tony Hawk poster, Star Wars Force Awakens, more stuff, Guitar Hero World Tour, or Aerosmith, excuse me, and then up here, just a random yellow card vinyl. Saw them a little while ago and bought that. But I have some Force Awakens figures up here, and of course the diamond sword from Minecraft. All those. And over here we have Drogo's toys, which he's currently trying to decide what he wants. And you know, my Guitar Hero guitars. So I got PS2, got PS3, 360, a couple of Xbox Ones. You know, just so I have my options open. Up here I got more signatures. Got a Kung Fu Panda poster that I got actually at the Star Wars event as well. Some more signatures. I got a Battlefront poster here. Just got that off of eBay. Limited edition from Resident Evil 5. Then I got my Kylo Ren poster. Got that at Five Below for like $5. Great buy. Really like that a lot. And then my Giants bottle opener. And all up here is kind of a mess. So giant Pez dispenser, Obi-Wan, my lunchbox from my brother, more Pez from my parents. Got that from Christmas. Wow, that's interesting. So my Xbox One Connect, sorry about that. My Wii sensor bar and my 360 Connect. Over here, got my, I didn't show you this earlier. This is where all my controllers are, all my extra ones. Really, really messy, but they're all there. And of course, you gotta have the DVR board just in case you want to play that. In here I got some handhelds. So I got my blue Game Gear, my PSP, my pink DS with the black case, my purple Game Boy Advance, my original Game Boy from when I was a kid, Game Boy Micro, and also my Game Boy Pocket. So I have all those in there. Also got this Video Now player. This is the one I was mentioning earlier. Got it for $6. Works perfect. Really happy to have that. Show you some more posters here. Game of Thrones. Also a big fan, as you can tell by me having Drogo. William and Mary poster here. I actually went to Delaware, and that's kind of hidden in the back there. Can't really see it, so kind of being a traitor, having some William and Mary stuff up. Some zombie posters. More figures. Sonic. Deadpool poster. Halo 5. Advanced Warfare, more Kung Fu Panda, Giants in Delaware, and of course my Nuka-Cola poster from Fallout 4. So again, just going to do one quick spin here. If I didn't cover everything, let me know. I'm pretty sure I did. I'd be happy to go through each individual thing. And definitely thank you guys for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, leave me a thumbs up or a like, or leave Drogo a thumbs up or a like for being so cute. Alright, thanks so much guys. See you soon.